Go. 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 Go.
Well, folks, we're going to try something a little bit different here today. We've got both Johnny and E, Joe Stroker's here trying to do the call for you. We're going to jump in back and forth. Johnny's going to do most of the color. I'm going to try and keep up on the camera. This being our 42nd Cardinal team, we're going to call this a 9 and 10 show from Johnny and my's legacy here with this team. But if you're having any problems hearing us or if anything sounds really poor, please jump in the text and let us know, and I'll try and make some adjustments.
All right, welcome to Gaylord Ice Arena, a snowy Gaylord today. Starting lineup for the Cardinals, you got Otsego, Smith, and Welch up front with Purdue. I don't know if I caught that right defenseman. Who was that? Cam Miller. And then Cash Ziska's in net today.
Go.
Osaski's set to take the face off. The beautiful red uniforms with the white helmets. My personal favorite. Face off won by Carlson. Up the near boards here, Welch chips it into the boards. Controlled by Carlson. Carlson up to the middle. They got a 2-on-1 coming here, but they were offsides. 13 seconds in, first stoppage of play.
We still have Wyatt Skira out on a scratch.
Hopefully that's his last game out. Otsego wins it. He's going to go into the side, near side here, firing wide. Little shot deflected by the defenseman up to our right point. Seth goes into the corner with it. Over to Smith. Smith up, and no one there in the slot. Brody chips it into the corner, but picked off by Carlson. Welch and the feet. Welch with it. Pass to the middle, and looked like it went off Smith's skate or.
Yeah, it looked like he was
stick.
just trying to hit any traffic in front. He couldn't get a stick there. So.
Yep. Line change here for the Cardinals. Ortiz, Lisinski, Strokrich, and then we got Curtis and Dowell on the defense. Lisinski going to try to win this to Ortiz. Ortiz gets it. Going to get a quick shot off, but deflected by Carlson there. Ortiz battling on the far boards to Lisinski. Lisinski back to the point. Carlson picks it off, but way to keep that in by Dowell. Dowell over to Lisinski. Up to Ortiz off the tip of his stick. Controlled by Ortiz. Good check pressure here by the Cardinals so far. Dowell looks across. Nice pass over to Reed. Reed in the corner. Ortiz, nice play back to the far boards for Lisinski. Up to Dowell. Dowell off the shin pads of the defender. Hurt him a little bit. Cardinals go D to D. And then up to Lisinski. And off his skate back to Carlson. Carlson up far side. Lisinski, way to pressure him. And Osaski picks it off. He's got him wide if he can hurry. And he just squeezed on the blue line there by a nice hip check by the Carlson player. Up wide, he's got him far side. And that's going to create a little bit of an opportunity here for Carlson. Shot on Ziska. Nice save. His first save of the game. It's nice to get that first save like that. Just a nice, easy shot. Seeing the puck right to his blocker, and he covers it. Sasky scans back, kind of assesses the situation a little bit, and face off. Back to Wynn, to Cameron Miller. Up to Welch. Welch tries to get a touch on it, and it is not. It's going to be an icing. Back in the Cardinal zone for the defensive zone face-off. Osaski, draw. Going to try to win this one with his backhand. Pulls it back to Purdue. Purdue sees the ice. He did have the man going to the center, but it was picked off by Carlson. And Osaski behind the net with Carlson player. Osaski grabs it. Oh, took a little bit of a high hit there. It was Purdue. No call. Purdue's back in his own zone. Looks like it's going to go behind the net and up the far boards to Smith. Smith chips it back all the way back into the Carlson zone. This will be a icing.
Well, they got their first chance coming into the zone, and they've kind of held it in our zone here for the last few plays. Hopefully get some control of the puck here.
Yep, that second line there for the Cardinals really held in the offensive zone. And then this last shift of the Cardinals, we were pinned back in our zone. Lisinski on the draw here, on his backhand also. Won by Carlson. Carlson player just jumps it way wide in the corner. Ortiz, nice pin there on the boards. Cam Miller, they're all kind of scrambling for it, and pops right into Ziska's mitt. 14:20 left here in the first. Both teams kind of just trying to feel each other out there, kind of
keeping Cash a little busier than we want to at this time.
That's right. Lisinski on the backhand, wins it to Dowell. Dowell up to Strokrich. Oh, and we are going to get a net off the moorings. I'm not sure, Joe, did you see what happened there?
No, it was behind the play. I think they just got tied up.
That's good. Looks like we got same line out. Ortiz on the face-off, won by Carlson. Defenseman walks down the line a little bit and gets a nice shot off, but blocked by us, by the Cardinals. And a nice centering pass here to Stroker. Stroker up to across the red line, dumps it in. Lisinski's gonna beat them. Everyone to the corner, tries to get a quick shot off while that goalie was behind the net there. And picked up by Carlson. He centers that nice pass. One-on-one here against Miller, number 14. Gonna drive to his backhand. Wait a catch Ziska there to close that corner. Carlson player had nothing to shoot at. Nice back out to the point. He's going to go across to the open guy, and there might be a net off the moorings again, or, yep. It's about 3 or 4 this weekend so far that the net's been kind of shoved off easily.
Yeah, Carlson and Gibraltar seems to be creating a lot of traffic. Just two guys down below the goal line there.
They are definitely a pretty good skating team. You can tell just by the first 4 minutes of the game. Looks like Repke's taking the draw here with Quant and I believe Ray Myers. Yep, out there on that line. Won by Carlson over to the point. Oh, and might have a little break here. Quant getting slashed on his way back. That's good competitive play there by Carlson. And, ooh, stretch pass there to the Carlson player. Results in icing, but that's a good gamble to take because if he connects, obviously he's in free. So this will be a quick change for the Cardinals. Hosky, Smith, Welch coming back out. Looks like Smith will be taking this draw. Try to get a left-handed shot there on that far face-off dot for the win. Smith going backhand, and it's won by Carlson. Coming up the ice here. Ooh, intercepted almost there by Otsego, and Otsego tries to, nice job right there to get it down. He's going to dump it in just wide the net. And Smith, nice battle there. Good shot there by Purdue. That might have been Dow, I'm sorry. Otsego behind the net, picks up the puck. Lots of traffic around him there. Otsego tries to get back to the corner to his teammate Welch, but couldn't. Dowell chips it forward. There might be a little bit of an opportunity there, but picked off by the Carlson player.
Good hold. Great hold by Seth there.
That was. I think two times in a row. Looks like Welch. Oh, and Smith just couldn't corral that on his. Kind of rolled off the rear end of his blade there.
He wants that shot back.
Yeah. That puck must have been deflected somewhere because I don't even think
it went off a skate. It was a short play right on the goal line towards the net, hit the heel of a skate and bounced straight up.
12:18 left in the first. No score. Lisinski on the draw. Lisinski loses it up here to Carlson. They got it behind the net. Nice try by Ortiz there. Oh, we got a scramble in front. Cash covers it up.
I think we had 8 people in the crease there.
There was a lot. I think the Cardinals start to use their speed a little bit. We're going to try to skate with this team and probably outskate them eventually, but we need to get that speed going. Face off, won by the Cardinals over to Lisinski. Lisinski near side here. Sorry, that was not Lisinski, but Lisinski picks it up now. And Dowell picks it up. He's going to reverse. Nice reverse spin move. Shoves it up to Stroker. Stroker's got some open ice here. He's going to come across the red line, dump it in. Near side, goalie for Carlson backhands it away from him, and Ortiz, nice pressure. This line has been pretty good so far early in the game. We got 2 Cardinals stuck behind our net though, and Lisinski's going to read that well. They're going to just attempt to dump it in, and they do. They get it in past Dowell. Dowell's going to reverse it all the way near side here. Osaski's coming off the bench, and here comes Stroker again. He's got men. If we can pick it up, he dumps it in. He's going to get a change. Lisinski's coming off too to complete the change. So now we got Welch and Smith back on the ice. Nice play by Miller there. Shot deflected by Carlson. And puck comes across. Welch has got it. He's got a little time. He's going to flip it up. That's a great play. Cam gets a piece on that. It could be a nice little break for the Cardinals there, but it was just over his mitt. Otsego battling far side, punched up to the Carlson player, comes across the line. He's going to try to do a little pull-in drag shot and about 3 feet over the net. Nice play by Miller to stop that. Lie just pin him there, and Otsego tries to chip it out. He does. Nice play. Welch does that very well. He sees that guy coming up the ice and he gives it to him.
Get there, Aiden. Get there, Aiden.
Aiden really strong on the puck this weekend, and intercepted by Brody. Just went off the heel of his stick. That backhand. And we got some little action here. Brody, I think Welch was thinking Brody's going to stay in the corner there. That's why.
That.
Yep. Ooh, nice little deflection here. Welch comes off for his replacement, Lisinski. Lisinski's going to, ooh, that would have been an open ice hit if that guy picked it up.
Is that Reed? Yeah,
That was Reed, yep. Smith on the coverage, just because a nice skater here for Carlson, number 15. Dowell backhands it up. Lisinski tries to, this will be an icing for Carlson. He's like, I need to change or something, and he just drilled it down the ice.
Yeah, I think they're just frustrated there. They didn't have their line change figured out.
I think you're right. 9:49 left in the first. Not too many scoring chances yet. Maybe one or two, Joe, for Carlson.
Yeah, they've been getting some traffic in front of our net. We've had a couple of shots, but kind of healed off the end of our sticks.
Yep. And a nice win there to Ortiz. That was deflected off the Carlson player, but wide.
About 3 whacks at it.
Yep. Nice play there by Carlson to get it out. Chips it up. They try to center that puck a lot when they come up the ice. Dowell is going to race the player, and that's an icing.
I think they're calling ice on that.
Yeah, that was a little.
It was hurried. There was some pressure on him there on the near boards.
That's a good call by the referee there. A lot of refs will just kind of let that go if there's traffic there and chip it in. That enables another offensive zone face-off for the Cardinals, which we are usually pretty good at this play. If we can, Lisinski could win this to Ortiz and get that shot off. Lisinski does win it, but controlled by Carlson. This should be another icing, and it is.
Cam with his vertical there, trying to reach for that.
I'm pretty sure his dad would say he doesn't have much of a vertical.
I said what it was. I didn't say how good it was.
Can't imagine a vertical on skates, but I'm sure some players do. And a face-off win by Carlson. They're going to wrap it around far side. Good play there by Ortiz to anticipate that. I'm sure they do that a lot in practice. And up to Dowell. Dowell's going to, that was Dowell. The shot was deflected wide. And this puck is bouncing. Cam's got to get a piece of that, but great coverage by Strokridge there. That's why you have a high guy. Came back and negated a 2-on-1. Nice hard shot by Lisinski. The right pad of the goalie, a nice save. Carlson chips it up the boards, and they're going to try to center it. Dow, that right point for Big Rapids, Joe, has really been holding that puck in good for us. Either being Dowell or Purdue.
Purdue's been playing on that side, too.
Yep. Here we go. Ray Myers with a little bit. You can get I don't know. Zach must have snuck in there a little bit. So offside.
I didn't see that, but I thought that was.
Yep. So Big Rapids offsides on that last rush. 8:35 left for the first. Still looking for our first goal. Repke on the draw. Preferring, here's backhand there. I would say Carlson's probably won 75% of the draws so far today. Myers with an interception of the pack. If we could just chip it to Repke there, they would have been in. Repke did get it. Way to avoid the hit. Myers right there. Reed is going to just nice backhand flip. Kind of gets it away from chaos there. Carlson across. Try to go D to D. Miss, but number 11, nice. That is captain. You can tell it's a nice spin move. Now this might be a 2-on-1 for Carlson, but way to come back. Reed Curtis come back and snuff that out. Here we go with the Carlson kind of drives it back in their corner, back to the D. This is a nice shot on that, and it is deflected in. Nothing Ziska could do on that. When you get a little bit of time on the point there, Joe, you can kind of look for a player to.
Was that tipped or did it just hit something in front?
Tipped. I'm not sure. I was looking at Cash as the puck was going in, so.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he found a guy in front for a tip or if it was just thrown that way and went off somebody. I couldn't tell, but.
He did have his head up.
It wasn't a straight in shot.
Yep, he had his head up, so maybe he tried it. A lot of defensemen try to purposely shoot that off one of their player sticks or, obviously try to get it to them so they can do a deflection. So that's just, that's a great play by Carlson. That's nothing our goalie can do. And So Osaski has it. Had Miller open to go kind of regroup. Kind of go to one. And Carlson back in their own zone with the puck now. Welch on the pressure. Comes over short side here. Osaski is going to intercept. Ooh, a little bit of chip. And Smith's just got to get that off a little bit quicker or go to his point. Now this is going to be another break for Carlson. Smith is really hustling back. And great play. But he still got it in. So Smith hustling back. Did push the guy to his backhand. But when he went to his backhand, it looked like the 5-hole opened up. And he shoved it across. Smith is hurt behind the play a little bit.
That's real quick, 2-0. After all the even play we've seen, hopefully we can get some momentum going here, find our way back into this.
Smith closed that gap good, and he pushed him to the side there.
He just had a step on us. We couldn't catch up to that.
So 2 goals, probably less than a minute, I assume. That goal was scored at the 9:49 mark of the first period. 2-0 Carlson. D to D up far side. That seems to be their play. So the Cardinals can kind of stop that play. And nice hard hit there by Carlson on Purdue. And the Cardinals trying to move it up. Strokrich drives it into their zone. Read by Ortiz. Carlson is going to pick that up. And Carlson shoves it up to the far side there. Lisinski with a big hit there. In the
call him on head contact.
Yeah, they are going to get Lisinski.
Elbow.
That is an elbowing. Looked like his shoulder, didn't it, Joe?
It looked like his shoulder. I just the way it looked in the quick view I got of it, it looked more like he had an angle on him, and the kid reached out on his pass.
I think Osaski was questioning that too, and don't know if he agreed with the
I kind of like that
response.
Actually.
That was. I think the coach just told Jonathan the same thing. He's like, yeah, probably missed the elbow there. So the Cardinals go on a penalty kill with 6:33 left in the first. This is probably a pretty big penalty kill here.
Yeah, they got to find some momentum here in the first period.
You definitely don't want to go down 3-0 in the first period here. So this is a big kill. Play smart. Campbell should get this forehand, take his time. Could not get it by the nearest.
Got a lucky bounce off the boards there. That was out.
Okay, Osaski's got it. Nice play. This is tilt down. Carlson player picks it up, wraps it up near side here to their captain. Centers it. He's got a nice play to that. Their left winger shot wide. And then Purdue, oh boy. And the net is off again. 33 seconds into the penalty kill. Line
what
change
they got
coming up for the
here? This referee's pretty vocal right now.
Maybe the Carlson player was arguing and was pushed off, and then the ref is saying no. Oh, he doesn't have a mouthpiece. So he has to come off. That might be advantage Cardinals if he's one of their skill players. Ortiz and Smith looks like up front for the Cardinals. One by Carlson. Carlson back to the point. Looks like they're going to run a little bit of a 1-3-1 power play here. They try to hit that center man. Nice save by Cash Siska. So they have one guy up front, up top, 2 guys in the wings, 1 guy in the middle, and 1 guy trying to screen the goalie on this power play for Carlson. Looks like number 15 is their quarterback on the power play. They control it again. Number 15, Carlson, access situation. That's what they're trying to do is to get that open shot over there. Nice stop by Cash. Rebound was corralled by him after a second opportunity by Carlson.
Yeah, he's got a lot of support there in front of him. They don't have many people down low. We got 3 down low. As long as we don't give up any big rebounds to the far side. And keep the players out of the middle.
59 seconds gone in the penalty kill for the Cardinals. Welch and Osaski comes back. Brody's trying to get there to get. Way to get it down the ice. A little bit of pressure here by Welch. He'll just kind of let that guy play with the puck behind the net there and up there to his winger back. Oh, it's going to be an interception by Welch. Nice play. Good pressure. Penalty kill, you got to outwork this other team. That he was just over the red line. Now Cam just get it. He's going to fight it around the boards, off the dasher, and down. And Welch on the pressure again. Carlson looks like they're going to get a change right here. This might be a little advantage Cardinals. Far side, they pass pretty well. Looking for another pass. Up there, nice play by Dow. Ooh, nice play. Had to get a body, and he did. Keep my pressure on. He's going to come around the Carlson player somehow. We got to stick on that. That helps. We got 4 seconds, and Lisinski is out of the box. Oh, nice try there. So, boy, that was a gamble right there by 21. Looks like they shoot it in, and Cash will just settle things down by corralling the puck. So a huge penalty kill, Joe, by the Cardinals.
Yeah, they really needed that at the end of the first here. Hopefully we can build on that and put some pressure on their end in the offensive zone.
Like I see, you don't want to go down 3-0. So that's a big penalty kill. Now let's hope that we can maybe get one here.
Yeah, we've coming off that penalty kill.
You get one here, and it's a whole new ball game. One by the Cardinals. Peters comes back around and chipped up to Ortiz by Lisinski. Very nice chip. Ortiz dumps it in the corner. He's going to go get it himself. The goalie comes out. Looks like he's a very good goalie. Plays the puck well. The Cardinals wrap it around near side here. Their defenseman picks it up, looking up the boards. Curtis, nice pinch there to keep that in.
Deflect that in his own face.
Yes, he did. Way to use your head.
Use what you got.
It's right. And Carlson's good. They're going to ice it down. Yep. So far they do look maybe like they're not, their top lines kind of want to get the puck out and dump it down, ice it. Looks like they might have only one. I'm not sure. I haven't seen too many skilled players, but they do definitely have skilled players.
They have a couple with a real big jump when they get it.
Repke here on the face-off in the offensive zone. He loses it. Carlson dumps it up the boards, though. And looks like Ray Myers is chasing it. Dowell again there on that right point. Way to keep it in. Down the corner, swings it around, and we have Repke tries to get it. Myers with the pressure now. Carlson has a puck. Nice little reverse spin. Reed plays it over to his defense partner. Myers is going to intercept this. We've got a player in the middle. We could have. That was a high hit to the face. Nice play by Dow. Boy, did he read that well. That guy made a nice move to go outside. He just stopped and played the body. That's why you don't play the puck as a D. You play the body. And Carlson, and they reach it. Carlson gets it back to the point. They go across to the other point. Nice hard shot. Good save by Ziska. Shoves it aside. 13 is alone in the net. He gets that up in the air a little bit. That's probably over Cash's shoulder, but Cash had that covered really nice.
Well, at least we're trading pressure on each end. Yeah. Not just absorbing it on ours.
2:54 left. 2-0 Carlson. I think it's really big for the Cardinals here. Maybe just to try to get one.
Shout out to Brian.
Brian Merrick. Now that's an awesome comment. The O and Joe show. Man, that could do something there, huh, Joe?
Yeah, I think we're infamous more than famous.
For sure. All right, Carlson picked off there by Smith. He might have this. Ooh, this shot just a little bit. The puck was wobbling. So we got Miller back on the right point. He knifes it into the short side. Nice play back to go back to him. Miller noticed that the defender was right in front of him, so he shoves it back in the corner. Osaski covers for Purdue. Purdue shoves in the corners. Cam's going to pinch and keep it in. Welch hooked right there. No call. I don't think Carlson has had a penalty this period. That could have definitely been one. Anytime you kind of corkscrew a player and turn him sideways, they usually call that. Purdue shoves it over to the far side. Osaski's going to try to knife it out. He can't quite. He had only had one hand on the stick. Cam Miller got a little bit of time now to assess the situation. He's going to skate a little bit. Bounces it off the far boards. Welch is going to chase as the Cardinals change. Carlson attempts to pick it up. Another good play by Dowell there. And Carlson has control over the blue line. They drop it to their high guy. Shot just a little bit wide. Ortiz, here we go. They go point to point, and they try to go middle off that point. Cash is just a little bit off the net. There he goes. And Ortiz comes up. We got 2-on-2. Lisinski's trying to make it a 3-on-2, but Carlson definitely has numbers on that play. Ortiz back to get it, and Lisinski shoves it in the corner there. Carlson's going to stop behind their net, looking for a breakout pass, and they're going to go up the middle. That play works pretty good for them. Our defense might have to start watching that. Get out of that zone a little bit quicker. Carlson dumps it in the zone with 1 minute left in the period. Dowell gets the puck, looks it up, and they are delayed offsides. Reed Curtis is going to try to poke it up the near boards here. He does. Jake Strokrich on the forecheck. Brody, nice little move right there. He's got to get him wide and then get something going, but that defender made a nice play. Oh my goodness, that was a close call, Joe. I think Lisinski just hit the left pad of the goalie. Nice. Boy, that was another nice tip by Lisinski. Good shot by Miller. Here we go. Oh, Brody just couldn't quite get that on his backhand to get it to his forehand for a shot. This is going to be not a delay. So 14 seconds. Reed Curtis probably could have went back to his defenseman Miller there to regroup. That's okay. We got it up at the zone there. And Welch with the deflection. This is offsides with only, boy, about 2 seconds ran off the clock there after that whistle.
Yeah, they got a tenth of the second on the clock right now. They can barely drop the puck at this point.
Offensive zone face-off, yeah, I'd probably be a little bit mad about that. You know, you want to, but when it's back
Pretty
here
sure
in the
it was an
neutral zone.
offsides call, wasn't it?
Yeah, yep. They're just going to let that run out.
Yep.
All right, so after 2-0 Carlson.
2-0 Carlton. Cardinals, they've had some pressure. Just had a little more traffic in front of our goal, a few more pucks in the front of our net. We've not been without chances, just can't seem to find the handle on the puck to get a good shot off.
Yeah, so you think about Carlson's goals, they had one was a deflected puck, so that's a good goal by them, and then the other one was a breakaway. I'm not sure how that defensive, how that broke down on that, but I'm sure the coaches will be looking at that, to see how they got that breakaway. So if you corral those two plays, it's a pretty tight period other than that.
So yesterday they didn't resurface between the first and the second, so we might have a pretty quick intermission here. I can't see the Zamboni. Well, they're grabbing the nets, so I guess that was a door problem yesterday why we didn't get a flood in between the first and the second. So they are coming out on the resurface, so we'll sign off here for a minute and we'll be back. But we do want to wish Brian Miller a happy birthday.
Today, right, Joe?
Yeah.
He doesn't look a day over 20s. Sheriff, happy birthday.
Joe and O show will be back for the second period.
Or did Brian call it the Owen Joe show?
Owen Joe show?
I don't. We're gonna have to find out exactly.
Fight for the rights, fight for the naming rights here, or what?
That's right. Oh, that's good. Good former hockey player there signing in and sending a shout out. So.
All right, we're going offline for a little bit, folks. back. Here we are back for the start of the second period. 2-0, Cardinals down. Who is it we're playing again?
Carlson, Gibraltar. I think the town is Gibraltar, and the name of the school must be Carlson. So.
We got Brody, Aiden, and
Face off. Pretty much won by Brody. Was back to Carlson though. Welch with a nice little spin around. He's going to go wide on his defensive play. He's going to gain it. If he can find, oh, that's a trip. Cardinals' first power play of the game coming up right now. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, Joe.
Yeah, Wyatt was driving really hard. He's putting some effort into that drive. Guy didn't have a choice, really.
You move your feet, good things happen like that, and always does. You're going to work hard. Someone's going to try to get the, chip your feet out from underneath you.
He's been going really hard on his forechecks too. I mean,
yes.
Harder than some of his teammates. So hopefully we can all step up and get a little more
Exactly.
pressure on that forecheck.
Exactly. Welch set to take the draw. The penalty's not on the board yet, so that's why the delay. Little shout out to my friend Mike Williams and Joe's classmate from or should I even say the year?
No,
1993. He's listening in the broadcast, so good to hear from him. Face off here and it's called dead right away. Cardinals regroup. Brody comes in for the face off. Did not win it, but we got control. Welch back to the point. Over to Purdue. Looks like Purdue kind of headed in his skate, so he fumbled a little bit. But nice hustle there by, that was Dowell, I'm sorry. Nice hustle by Welch to get back. Welch up to Otsego. Far side, back to Welch with the speed. That's a little bit of play that the Cardinals run. A lot of teams run that. And Welch tried to get in, but he couldn't. I'd almost like to see him just kind of ring that around the boards to our open guy Purdue just to keep control in the zone. But that's fine. He tried to make a move. Nothing wrong with that. Cardinals with the puck back in their zone. We got Welch coming up the ice. He's going to drop that back for Otsego. Same exact play. He's going to enter the zone with speed. Probably stop and set things up. But he did take a shot, and he scores. Wow, I think he kind of took everyone a little bit by surprise there. He's like, why not just throw this on net? And we kind of talked about before the game, shoot under the trapper of the goalie over his leg, and he kind of did the same things what we were talked about. So, nice shot there, Joe.
Yeah, I just really didn't look all that assuming. Just kind of stepped in, found the hole, pushed a nice shot right like you said, right where he wanted it, I think.
Yep. Very
Well,
nice.
that's the way to start the period on a power play with a power play victory there.
Exactly. So Cardinals 1 for 1 on their power play. 1:05 gone in the second. Won by the Cardinals. We got a little bit of energy right now. Strokage knifes it back into the zone, but Carlson picks it up. Good pressure there to make a turnover, and this might be a loose puck, but the Cardinals couldn't get that. And Ortiz back in the puck. Someone lofts a net guard on the ice. Reed's going to try to get it off to the side there, and Strokage with a nice pressure there. Ortiz deflect. This might be a 2-on-1. Oh boy, that could have been bad, but Cam Miller with a really good play to stop that from going in. The puck is knifed up to the side there. Carlson goes D to D, and they're trying to such situation here, kind of to get things set up. Picked off by Ortiz. Lisinski tags up now. We are in on their zone. Carlson moves it up. Nice play by Lisinski again to create some havoc. And the Cardinals will, a little bit of confusion there between Strokage and Miller, but we did get control. Otsego knifes it back in. I did not hear the assist on that goal. Did you, Joe?
Yeah, Cade Dowell on the assist.
Cade Dowell. He's been ringing up the points here on assists. So I believe that's Brody's 13th goal of the year. I think his 21st point. And I'm assuming Dowell has 6 or 7 assists. Oh my gosh, what a play by the Carlson there. He slided over, and I think Cash got a piece. Did you see that, Joe?
They miscued on the first one. He got all of his second attempt.
Yep. Okay, Welch, shot wide, but Welch is going to pressure the point. They shoot it wide, back up to their left point now. He walks the line, very nice move, but great pressure there by Smith, and he finished the check hard. I love that. Puck bounce out to the right point. They kind of go down to their bottom player on the bottom zone.
gotta get this guy tied
And
up. We gotta
yes,
sit down somebody
yep.
here.
Let him kind of skate around the outside there. That's fine, but then you don't want that. That's what you don't want is have him get that centering pass. Looks like the Cardinals will just settle for an icing here, kind of get rid of that pressure, and get some fresh legs on the ice.
Looking like a power play down there for Carlton for no good reason. We were kind of chasing the puck. Had to find a way to get some pressure on that and stop that player.
Yep. Cardinals defensive zone face-off here. Joe, high school cannot pick their offensive zone face-offs, right? I don't think that's
no, they do. They are picking that. Yeah, on the icings there, I'll have to choose which side.
Okay, I love that option. Cardinals face-off, pretty much draw there. No win. Ortiz is going to pick it up. He shoves it by the defenseman, but it's going to result in an icing. He probably wanted to shove that just a little bit softer to himself.
Yeah, you usually see the referee line up in between the circles, pointing right or left. That's kind of where he's standing right there.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll line up in the center. They'll point right and left, and then looking for the player, the offensive team, to confirm which side.
It's a good advantage for the offensive team because if they have a good shot on that far wall there and they want to win that to them, they get a shot off or like that. So a good pass there by that defenseman to this other defenseman, that would have resulted in a scoring opportunity, but it was just a little bit wide. Now Ortiz is going to pick this up on the short side here. He's going to try to go wide. Dumps it, he's going to go around there, and usually we kind of get to that puck first, and Freddie did. He disrupted it enough. Or Strokerich with nice pressure there. That's going to force an icing just by Strokerich coming in right there and really forcing that pressure. That guy got a little nervous and just shoved it out there. So that's an offensive zone faceoff for us coming up.
Yeah, we got to keep up this pressure. We can't, down 2-1, 13 minutes here in the second. I like that pressure. We're going to push some. If we push enough buttons, we'll get a turnover. We'll get something on the puck at that. We just got to work for those chances.
Love it.
Cannot watch.
Exactly. Zach Repke on the draw here for the Cardinals, going to his backhand, try to win that backwards. Loses it. Carlson with control. Defenseman does eyes up good. He's going to just, he kind of misses it in front, and this is another, Murphy Quant, his first ever Big Rapids high school goal, and it was on a turnover. Just slipped off the defenseman's stick and right on the stick of number 20. He slammed it.
Well, great for him. He's real excited. Hopefully this lights a fire and keeps it going for that line.
Who retrieved the puck? Let's see which one of the players retrieved the puck. I don't even know, but someone usually grabs that. But that's great. He's had a lot of opportunities the last couple of games, too, and you just knew it was coming.
Yeah, this third line, the way that it's been set up, they have created some chances in the last couple of games. So great to see Murphy get his first goal.
They really have. And he's a
Definitely
big.
worked for it.
Yes. And he's used to scoring. He's always been a big goal scorer in his youth playing days. And he almost intercepted that pass right there. So 15 for Carlson, gets across the red line, dumps it in far side. Looks like Cam Miller chips it up the boards. It's fumbled a little bit by their point. And Cam Miller circles behind his own net. Had the reverse there, probably. I don't know if there's communication from Curtis there. But if Cam sees that, he was drawing all the white Carlson players. Reverses it behind the goal, and then we are probably breaking out.
Yep. So Murphy's goal was unassisted, kind of a mishandle, and they played it to the front of the net. Not sure who his line mate didn't get an assist there, but definitely created the traffic and the pressure.
I thought whoever was creating that pressure got a little tip on that, but
yeah, I don't think they must not. Rest didn't see it at least. Murphy got it unassisted.
Cardinals, that's pretty much a draw on that. So Purdue's get up. This is a little play the Cardinals have, and Brody, if he's onside, and he was, boy, this is a big objection by the Cardinals bench. But it looked like, from up here, Joe, it looked like he was off just a little bit, but that's just, I don't know.
Definitely offsides. Why are they treating it like an ice? He
yeah,
touched
offside.
it.
Well,
He touched
see,
it.
there's the parent coming in.
Yeah, well,
yeah. So yeah, the coach there is,
We're saying that the
pleading his
pass
case.
the pass originated from here.
From
so this
right there.
isn't an icing
Okay.
face-off. This is an offsides face-off.
Yep. Wasowski loses it. Carlson, he's trying to walk the line again, and he stumbles and just dumps it in the corner. Purdue with it, wraps it around behind his own net, picked up by Carlson though. This is going to be pressure by Smith, and a good stop by Purdue, but he could not corral it.
Yeah, that thing jumped over his stick
Yep.
twice.
Back to the point. He's going to go back to his far side wing. And Cardinals do pretty good. Like, we don't really pressure the points too much. Let them kind of, stick handle out there. And I think a lot of teams do that. Keep that I'm assuming most goals scored down in that 20 feet range around that crease, so
Well,
we don't pressure too
fortunate
much.
that came the way that it did. Cash was without his stick there for a minute, so glad he was able to freeze that puck before it became an issue.
That could have been an issue for sure.
Did I say Cade? I meant Cash.
Cash, yep.
We got Cade playing goal.
Yep. Second period, they got the long change here for the Cardinals, so that's a little bit different. That's just the way it is. Sometimes you get stuck in your own zone a little bit. Face off won by the Cardinals. Miller going to wrap it around far side. Jasinski chips it out perfect to Strokerich. Strokerich far side. You kind of realize he was trying to go around, dumped it in, but now, oh boy, Cash has got to come out and get this. Cash is going to, okay, that's going to be fine. And plays it up the boards. Here we go. So we got Cardinals coming up the ice 2-on-2. Lisinski knifes it up the boards to Ortiz, and then Carlson controls Lisinski on the way back. Number 17 with a beautiful move. Shot backhand just wide. Had Cash going with him, so if he hits the net there, he's probably a goal. Nice save there by Cash. But Cash really took that angle away. That was a nice play by Ziska.
Go.
So at the, whatever, looks like we got about 5 minutes and 48 seconds gone in the second period. 2-2 Cardinals. We've come out on a little bit of a hot streak here in the second period and scored 2. 1 power play goal. Otsego on the draw. Gonna win it. Let's see. Did kind of more of a tie up there. Purdue looks like he's gonna try to get it out into traffic. Dowell with the puck behind his own net. Try to go back up the boards, but couldn't get to him. Purdue's gonna kind of calm things down. Very nice play. Smith tried to get that Otsego streak in the middle. That would have been a nice. It would have been a 2-on-2 with 2 skilled players with Welch and Otsego, but just couldn't quite get that puck to him. Quant is gonna go in for Aiden here. I know Aiden was hobbling a little bit, Joe, early. I don't know if you saw that. I think he's fine. Maybe just trying to do a little personnel change.
Yeah, Aiden plays through bumps and bruises pretty well.
Otsego here on the draw. And wins it. Back to, I'm assuming Dowell. Quant, nice little chip up. Oh, look at that little poke by Welch. Over to Otsego. He's got Welch back. Oh, and Welch just out of his reach. That's a really nice play by those two. Brody could have just shifted up just a little bit higher. That would have been a great scoring opportunity. Now Otsego has control behind our own net, or their own net. Up to Purdue. Purdue will try to hold it in. This is going to be an icing for Carlson, so that's good. We get another offensive zone draw. 10-17 left in the second. Good game so far. Looks like we got Dowell and Purdue on D. Strokerich, Lisinski, Ortiz line out. Looks like Lisinski's going to take the face off, try to win that back to at least Dowell or maybe Ortiz swinging in for a quick shot. It is one. Oh, Ortiz just could not get that shot off quick enough. Carlson controls behind their own net. Nice pressure there by Strokerich. Dowell picks it off. Boy, he's playing some good hockey. He took a big hit there, but he saved that with his hand, and he made a really quick move after he saved it off the glass. Puck spun out by Carlson to Purdue. Deflected off of something, Joe, but don't know what it was. Just went over the net. All right, Cade, that's not bad. And Strokerich is going to dump that back in the corner. Looks like Ortiz is going to beat everyone to it. But, oh my gosh, another little bit of deflection off of Lisinski. And Lisinski's going to try to left hand, one hand backhand swing into the net. That would have been a goal.
More like swinging a weed whacker. I mean, he didn't. It was just a he slashed the puck at the goalie. Yep. It wasn't a shot.
But officially,
on goal.
Officially, it probably goes in the books as a shot. So, always see some new stuff every time you watch a hockey game. Face off here for Zach Repke. Quant ready for the puck. Back behind him. Ooh, Quant was right there too. If he could have got it back. Oh, then Carlson with a nice break out there, but 10 could not control it. Offsides, Carlson.
9:22 left here in the second. Tied 2-2. First goal unassisted. Oh no, first goal from Brody, assist to Cade. Second goal unassisted. First goal of the season for Murphy Quant. We're back even.
Nice win there by Brody Osowski. Back to Reed. Oh, I think Brody stays wide right there. He gets it, but maybe Reed couldn't connect on that because I'm sure there was a player in front of him. I think that's what you're supposed to be taught. You know, just kind of go to the center there. Maybe Reed can hit him there, and if he gets it to Brody, he's probably in. Joe, I got to tell you, these uniforms look a little like the Canadians playing the Maple Leafs, just a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Kind of original 6 high school matchup. Face-off won by Osowski. Reed could not get control of that to wrap it around. But Osowski does. Smith controls it back to Miller. Miller's going to try to get it up to Welch, but no touch on that, so that's an icing.
Yeah, I'd like to see our D just a little more patient with that play. Open up that and make that connect.
Yep.
And get that touch. Seen a lot of icings both ways, but
Yes, we have. Looks like Smith will be taking this face off. They got probably have Brody out for kind of that stretch pass. Did not work out that way, but nice pressure there by Smith. Ooh, the good shot by the point from Carlson. Controlled by Carlson. They do a nice little wraparound play. Good save by Ziska. Oh my gosh, I don't know who. I think it was Smith who kind of deflect that away. Pressure here by Carlson. Brody could not get control of that. This might be the top line for Carlson. They look pretty strong, so.
Yeah, they're definitely cycling the puck
Yes.
well. They're maintaining possession.
They just cycled that really nice on that short side before.
Up into the netting.
Stoppage and play here. 8:27 left in the second. 2-2 game. Looks like Strokrich, Ortiz, and Lisinski line with Dowell and Purdue on the defensive side. Lisinski's going to try to win this to Purdue, and we go behind the net and we try to hit this pass here on the short side, which he did, and they wrap it around, and Strokrich is going to, that Carlson winger, oh my gosh, what a play by Purdue right there, because that guy would have had.
Glad that stick wasn't an inch shorter.
Yes. That was amazing. This guy's got some wheels for Carlson coming around behind the net. Ortiz, nice play. Up to the Carlson player. He's going to try to gain the red line. Ooh, instead of dumping it, he passed it for his teammate. The teammate did not expect that pass. And picked off by Ortiz. Or, I'm sorry, Purdue. And Purdue's going to just shove it a little bit. That could have been an interference. Sometimes you give them that.
Things today, it should have been an interference,
Yes.
but I don't.
Yep. Carlson gets control, and they're going to move it up a little bit. Strokrich, nice play to get that back to his defender there. And Repke, good work there. Lisinski just took 2 guys out, and good job there by Repke to try to get that in.
Just by standing in the right spot, I don't think he really hit anybody.
Yeah, you're not gonna move Jonathan too often. Big Rapids dumps it in and gets a change. Looks like Ray Myers out. Nice play by Repke to try to. And then Quant takes a hit here on the smear boards. Repke tries to create a little confusion there, and this is going to be a race for the puck. It's Dowell against number 22 for Carlson. What a save by Cash Ziska. Are you kidding me? And then they score on the rebound. So I don't know who was trailing there to pick up that guy, but we did not pick him up. But the initial save by Cash there, the guy went forehand, backhand, and Cash was right there. He's just trying to get up, and the puck was on a Carlson player's stick, and he just sent it home.
Yeah, we just got a little sloppy in front of the net there, and that rebound, we just didn't get that cleaned up in time. But we're back down by 1, 3-2, 6:48 left in the second.
I'm assuming that the Cardinals were on a change right there, and we could not get that high guy covered. So Cardinals win the draw, but Cam dumps it off the glass. They do wave off the ice, and picked up by Welch right here. Welch with some speed behind the net. Going to be picked up by Carlson. They go behind the net. Welch is going to Oh, a nice centering pass by Welch. Brody just could not catch the bouncing puck. Carlson drives it up. That might be an icing. No, it was on this side. They let that go. Puck behind Cash, our goalie, and controlled by Carlson. They're going to go D over to D. Nope, they're going to shoot on net. And a nice save. That puck was going wide, but Cash just grabs that right out of the middle there. Kind of calms things down. 10 minutes, 49 seconds gone in the second period. Cardinals with a line change. Ortiz, Lisinski, and Strokrich. The face-off is won by the Cardinals. Cam Miller gets a deflection. They do this well. Strokrich gets a lot of these little offensive zone rushes right there by picking up that puck. Now he's behind the net. And Ortiz creates a little bit of traffic there, so Jonathan Lisinski can come in and intercept the puck. And Carlson chips it out of their own zone. Cam Miller go to the forehand, bounces up the far side. Ortiz tries to punch it in there. And does get the puck in the zone deep. Cardinals for a change here. Otsego on, Dowell on. Carlson's going to try to hit that centering pass just off the backhand of that player. He looked like it was end of a shift anyway. Dowell probably had a little more time there to settle down and get a pass behind the net to Otsego. Oh, blocked right there by Otsego after the shot by number 15.
Two weak backhands back. Two weak backhands back to back.
Yep. A long stretch pass from RD up to Otsego, could not corral it. And Lisinski's at the end of his shift. Wants to get one more hit in before he gets off the ice. Gotta love that. And here comes Welch. If we had control right there, we might have saw him for number 10's wheeling around the zone right there. Fires a shot over the net. And here comes Dowell with a nice little pass to Welch. Welch tips it back to Smith. Smith enters the zone. He's got, we might have saw if Otsego was trailing right there, didn't see him. Welch back to the point. Purdue, nice quick. Oh, Brody's got to kind of control that. He probably thought he was going to be defended there. And Welch tips it in where he had delayed offsides right here. We're back on. Carlson's going to control behind their own net. It looks like they're looking for that little stretch pass right there. 17 was there. He's got a player across the crease too, and a really good play. And an unbelievable save by Ziska. But Ziska's out of the net because he's being swarmed by his own teammates. Not sure how he saved that, Joe, but that was ridiculous. And then another great save through traffic. Cardinals got to just get this puck out of the zone right now. We got to protect this one goal deficit only. We are scrambling right now. Carlson's got it. Goes into the corner. And there we go. We should. Oh, Brody's just going to ice it. Oh, he did not ice it. The Carlson player really held that in nice. Brody's almost got to clear that into the netting or something just to get a salvage play. But great work by Purdue at the end of a shift to really just kind of outmuscle the other guy and allow for us to get the puck out.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful save. Cash.
Go.
I think he read that well.
You saw that guy coming in the far side too, I think, and he kind of probably anticipated it, like you said. And he just got over there. Good push off his right skate to get over, and he's made 3 to 4 spectacular saves today. Face-off win by the Cardinals, but yep, I was going to say there had to be some way that our defenseman fell down.
Face-off was won directly to that outside winger. He went to take a crossover step. The kid threw his stick in there. I don't think he meant to trip him. Right place, right time.
So now we go on the power play, our second power play of the game. We are 1 for 1. See what we can do here. This unit yesterday, Joe, really moved the puck well a couple times.
Yeah, I feel like this team here might have a little bit more speed on us. It's going to be tougher to do that, but I'd love to see them have that kind of control and patience again.
Excellent, yep. Face-off won by Carlson. They do squeak it out. Cam Miller going back in his own zone. They're going to probably set up behind the net, set up there, rush up the ice. Ortiz picks it up behind Ortiz over to Miller. Miller dumps it in wide over to Quant. Quant should get it. Nice touch back to Lisinski. Lisinski had the option behind him for Ortiz, but he decides to go to the corner. Now we're going to settle down a little bit. Miller over to Ortiz. He had the far side again. Over the Strokridge is open on that little cross ice pass a lot. But Carlson grabs it and dumps it down the ice, and it's going to be a high stick. Boy, they called that really quick on that stop by Cash, because we'd almost rather move that up the ice and not take a defensive zone face-off.
It was played off our defenseman at the blue line with a high stick, so as soon as it's touched by the Cardinals, the whistle blows.
That play, though, they go Miller to Ortiz on the top, and that little lane down to Strokridge there on the far side is open. I'd like to see them maybe try to hit that. Strokridge over there for maybe a lean into a little one-timer. Otsego in the draw, we do win it. So we're going to set up behind the net. Welch has it. Welch is going to move up the far side of the ice. He probably drops it to Otsego here. Osaski's going to he needs a little bit more speed there. Sees the ice, there, drops it to Purdue. Purdue should go across. He had that Welch pass open. That's all right, get that shot close to net. And looks like Carlson's going to pick this up behind the net, and they are going to ice it. So that's going to kill some time off the power play for the Cardinals. Welch is going to get the puck behind Ziska and move it up the ice. Pass just a little bit wide for Dowell, and Carlson picks it off and dumps it back in. Otsego with the puck. Nice little move there to evade a defender. Now he's got a little bit of space here. He can come in, maybe do exactly what he did. And oh my gosh, first shot not corralled by the goaltender. He gets his own rebound and a great save by the goalie. Great attempt by Otsego. You gotta love the effort there. 10 seconds left in the power play. It's a good shot when you can shoot through a defender and the goalie doesn't see the exact shot coming in. It's always a good shot to take. That should be safe. Yep, and Purdue picks it up. Purdue's got. Oh, he tried to find Smith down low, but now they got a player streaking. They did not see him, and they are. Oh boy, that's offsides. It looked like, but not now. Okay, Purdue with the puck tries to go up the boards. We get Smith with it. They called that one too. Puck just kind of shoveled out to center ice. Picked up by Carlson. They go D to D and try to pick up their player going wide there. Cash has got to come out probably here and grab that puck. Yeah, that was just kind of, they threw it in there. And the Carlson player picked it up and just went to his forehand.
Yeah, back down by 2, 44 seconds left in the third. Kind of a lucky Kareem off the boards there that set them up for that breakout. It was kind of a go for the puck, race for the puck, get back for the puck. Could have went a few different ways there.
And Joe, that's such a tough play for the goalie. Do you make that decision to go out or you don't? If you do go out and the guy still picks it off, then he's got an open net. So that's just a tough play by Ziska, and you never know what if you go out, you might not get it. So face-off was controlled by Carlson. They dump it in. They get over the red line and dump it in. Now they're controlling it in their offensive zone. Picked up by Strokridge. Strokridge goes back behind the goal for Purdue. Purdue grabs the puck. Now he's heading up the ice. Strokridge is going to grab this center ice, dump it in, try to dump it in, but kind of actually worked out good. Went to Ortiz. And Cardinals battling, and they're going to ice. This might be an offensive zone face-off. Watch that clock. Oh, about 0.8 seconds went off after the whistle.
Yeah.
Boy.
They seem to run a full second off.
Yeah.
You know that whistle's coming. You should be ready to hit that.
You should be
button.
ready, exactly. Now, do you pull your goalie here, Joe, with 3 seconds left for an extra tacker?
I hadn't thought about it, but wouldn't see why not.
I mean, it's going to take a clean draw and a shot down the ice from Carlson to score, but you don't want to go down 5-2 if they do get that.
The clock operator isn't exactly on our team either.
Right. That's why hockey's always a funny game. The Cardinals came down with that shot by Otsego and almost had that rebound to tie it, and just a little bit later, the Carlson team takes a 2-goal lead. So it could have been a 3-3, but it comes back, and now it is 4-2 Carlson after 2 looks like we will get a resurfacing.
It looks like these ice times are set up that they don't flood between every period, every game. So it must be that yesterday we didn't get a flood between the first and second. Now we're not going to get a flood between the second and the third. So, scoring recap. Scoreless first period. Not scoreless. No goals in the first period for the Cardinals. Second period goals. First goal from Brody Otsego, with the assist from Cade Dowell. From Murphy Quant. With a third period that starts the way our second did, without the downfall. If we can run 2 up, get this thing tied back up, and then just fight it out for the final goal. See if we can turn this around here. We definitely know we're in it, but it's going to take a little bit of a big push here in the third period to get there.
And with us being, one player short, with Wyatt Scarra being out, and so we only have, we only have 17 players on our roster to begin with. So with your 1 player short, and we're not going to get a full 10 to 12 minute rest here between the second and third. We only get a 3-minute rest. We're going to have to kind of dig deep here. This is our 3rd game in 4 days, so you're really going to have to push hard. But they're young, and they can do it, and you got a long drive home, so just rest on the bus ride home. So give it everything you got here in the third and see what we can do.
Yeah, it's kind of, with the weather up here in the snow, they've been kind of cooped up in the hotel. But I think they've got this. If they can come up with the effort that they did there in the second period and just not fall off and just really push through, I think they have the opportunity to get right back in this game quick. The longer it takes them to get their next goal, though, the tougher it's going to get.
Agreed. The next goal is huge in this game. 5-2 compared to 3-4 is going to be a big difference. Yeah. If we get that third goal, Joe, the momentum's going to all swing our way again. So.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with short.
Well, it looks like we're headed back to the nets. And we're going to have your third period here in about 30 seconds. We'll be starting.
They're just starting the third period at the
4-2, Carlson. $17 minutes left. I think the Cardinals will take a tie and play more than 17 minutes for sure if it does result in that. So that would be a good thing for the Cardinals. Obviously, you'd want to go win in regulation, but we're fortunate enough to get it scored up or tied up. Why not a little bit of overtime on this? Haven't had an overtime game or winner this year, so that'd be kind of fun. Cardinals bench is up. Clapping the boards. Looks like they're in it. They just need a really good push here. Get one early. Sasky on the draw, pushes it forward. Seth Perdue picks it up behind the face-off circle, and he's going to circle this way, just bunch it up late. A little break there for Otsego. Osaski's going to go wide. He kind of dropped it, or maybe he's dropping it to himself and just couldn't stop. But Carlson picks it up behind their own net by their captain, number 11, who looks like a really solid skater. 17 goes in the zone, drops it back to their point. Point drops it into the far side corner. And the pass going back to the point doesn't connect, so all the way back to their goalie. Carlson picks it up behind their goalie and punches up to number 11. 11, tried to push it forward. He does. Now it's a 2-on-1 here for Carlson. Reaches in, pass over across. Oh my gosh, that was a really nice passing play. 17 easily could have taken that shot himself, but he saw behind him his teammate trailing in, gave him a little one-timer, and not sure if Cash got him.
I don't think Cash got a piece. I mean, he if it had been in the range of the net, he was right in the spot to get it. I think it was straight over, though.
He had that glove high enough, so sometimes that just deflects, maybe off just a strap or something. And one here by Carlson to face off. Nice pass back to the point, and there's a scramble in front. Cash with a quick glove to grab that. Very good. Home team always gets the last change, and the ref holds his arm up. No change, so same line out for Carlson. Lisinski on the draw here for the Cardinals. Tied up, run by the Cardinals, and Dowell, look at it, goes up to center ice to Ortiz. Ortiz does grab a bouncing puck, but couldn't get full control. Lisinski with a big hit here right below us. Over to nice pass there by Reed to Strokerich. Strokerich dumps it into the near corner. Oh, no, a funny bounce off that corner. Kind of went the Cardinals' way. Good play there by McKay McDowell, I think. 26 and 28 are so close, they look almost exactly alike. So sorry about the confusion sometimes. And Lisinski's going to get a little, the guy skated past the puck, and he's going to knife it in behind him. Gets his own pass. Really good work right there. And Carlson brings it up the far side with another great play by Dowell, just to slow him up enough, because their captain had a lot of steam coming in the zone, and then Dowell got another piece of him. Really a good, hard-working player. Otsego trying to get up the ice here with a little bit of steam. Number 10 kind of angles him off a little bit. And tries to pass. Oh, Welch almost kept that in. That would have been nice because Brody was down low already. And Welch with an interception. Carlson's being a little bit sloppy here with the puck. And we got to take advantage of that. It'd be nice to get one early in the period. Get that momentum to the Cardinals. Welch, here we go. We got some speed going up the far side. He's got Smith to his left. Nice pullback shot, but a great block by their defender. And then he gets the rebound and shoves it back in front. I'm not sure if Smith got a piece of that or not. It was a nice play.
Schmidt was just there, complimenting the goalie, I'm sure, on that save. So
good speed, though, on the outside there by Welch. Him and Brody look a lot alike when they're skating up the ice, so that's kind of, they've always kind of been very similar players. Ortiz here to set to take the draw. On his backhand, he wins it to the side, and Lisinski, nice. That strength right there provided him to get back to the point, but we could not get a shot on that. We had a knife in the corner. Miller's pinching, and Carlson, nice little reverse there by that player, but I think that's Lisinski there really working hard, pins him up against the boards. And the Carlson does get it out. Far side here, number 6, going to try to go wide on Quant. Quant played that really nice. Now Quant's going to get it back in the corner to Purdue. Purdue's going to hit his man. And then Ortiz is going to pick it up behind our net. Their bench is, or their coach is really mad because they don't have a high guy on that. And they do knife it out to the point. Miller decides to take the player on the sideboards. And then the puck goes off the backboards right to the goalie, so establish and play. 13:33 left in the third. Myers, Strokerich, and Repke line. Maybe Joe, or not Joe, Joe's my partner. Maybe Jake just didn't get back out on his line that last shift, so he's out there with these guys this time. And puck squirts out to their point. And Curtis is going to, kind of take a check from behind. A little bit of interference. Repke's going to pin his player. Repke pins his player, and Dowell, that really good little burst of speed, tries to get a piece of that. And Carlson controls. They go D-to-D. Tried to center that pass, but picked off by Myers. Myers tried to go up the boards, gets checked from behind, and Strokerich interfered with a little bit there on that. So pass back, didn't connect. Strokerich just going to put the pressure on here. Myers is coming off, and so is Repke. So Otsego Welch come on. Carlson's got the puck behind their net. Tries to center strong, stretch pass the center, but picked off by Welch. That pass was trying to go through Strokerich. It did not work. The goalie's taking a real big chance there, trying to clear it himself instead of just kind of leaving it for his defender behind the net. And I think he hit Smith there and almost resulted in a turnover. Cardinals with the puck. Curtis behind the net. Now it's Dowell, I believe. Now Brody Otsego with it. Chips it up. I just got to get a little bit more for Smith, but he does get it. So we got Smith with Welch wide here. Smith dumps it in off the backside of the defender. He gets his, oh my goodness, they're going to call that. That looked like he's just got his feet kind of tripped up together.
Who are they calling us or that?
They're calling Smith. No argument from Smith, so that one just looked like he was going for the puck, and they just kind of got tied up. It is a trip. So 4 minutes and 56 seconds gone in the third period. Needless to say, this is a big penalty kill for the Cardinals. Down 4-2. One on the penalty kill. Hey, never know. Let's get a shorty here. Face-off won by the Cardinals. Purdue wraps around, but just could not connect with Ortiz. That's where you want to get that touch on that so they don't get control right here. Carlson goes from point down to their short side winger. Back to the point. Down the short side winger. Cardinals really close that neutral zone off pretty good right there. Tried to go far side, and the coach is even yelling one time that. He's got to get his feet positioned to one time that, because if he doesn't, he's not going to be able to get it off. So Carlson, quarterback, goes back down to the far side, breaks a stick. The quarterback, he almost held that a little too long. You could hear the bench saying drop it. That will be a penalty if he does hold on to that too long. Boy, a little sloppy play there by Carlson breaking out. Cardinals maybe could have anticipated that, picked it off. Line change here for the Cardinals. Otsego Welch up front. And then Cameron Miller and Purdue on the defensive side. Carlson's going to get it, swing it across, going to go far side right there. That's kind of the play that I think the Cardinals can play, that D to D and then cross down low. But great save by Cash Siska there. Not sure what the... Now Otsego just got really mad because the guy shot it right at him after the whistle. So no call on Carlson. That could have easily been a call. Kind of don't blame Otsego there. After the whistle, and he shoots it right at him. He said, the referee's saying that he was already swinging before the whistle went. It did not swinging for the puck. Coach is questioning the call right now.
Yeah, I don't know what they're really looking for here. I mean, it's going to get tense here for the last 10 minutes for sure. So, cooler heads is going to
prevail.
Keep us in this goal, or keep us in this game.
So we've killed off 1 minute 18 seconds. The power play need to be really strong here for 42 seconds. And so maybe the ref didn't really like what Brody was questioning earlier, and he kind of got him now. He's going to call.
This is where talking to the referees, they're going to. There wasn't anything there. That's just a normal stick check off a face-off and off a battle on the boards. There's nothing.
So now the Cardinals go on a 5-on-3 penalty kill, 37 seconds. Imperative to win this draw right here, but Gibraltar or Carlson does win it. They're going to go 1-3-1. They're probably going to look for that quick pass to the middle right there, but that was not available. So right there, they're going to go across. He is wide open, but he decides to go short side himself over the right shoulder of Ziska and into the net for a goal. Tough when you do.
That'll get Aiden Smith out of the box. Cardinals will still be down 5-on-4. Puts the score at 5-2. 10 minutes 26 seconds and still a minute 46 left on the 5-on-4.
Now they are questioning. I'm not sure what they're questioning now of who comes out. That just tells you though the importance of the face-off stroke, especially on a 5-on-3. If if you're going to control that face-off on a 5-on-3, you're going to get a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just, I don't know. This is a difficult position. The players are emotional. Referees are trying to make a point. It's just a perfect chemistry right now for the wheels to fall off the bus. The boys can stay focused and keep their mind on what's next. Find that next goal. Find that next face-off win. Find that next opportunity. If we can find that, and then get a quick goal here, we need it.
Now, we did not get the line change on that for some reason. The line's been called out. Dowell back on the ice. Purdue was trying to go on the ice. Nice hit there by Dowell, though. Just a little bit of frustration there, and he's like, yep, I'm going to put a little body on someone. Carlson controls it in the zone. Lisinski with a big hit. Ready to work down here near side. Looks like that's exactly what we want to do, is we want to waste some time right there. Lisinski 1 against 2. Just keep working. Keep wasting time. Carlson does come out with it. A nice tip there by the Carlson player, but it was wide. Carlson does control it here. They're going to go back down to their wing. And Miller's there with his teammate Smith. Smith just, okay, now what you do, you get a little break. Skate as far as you can, and then you make your decision at the end there. Yep, just dump it in.
This was one of them that when we got the schedule
So we got Purdue and Miller on defense. Carlson moves it up the ice. Nice move there by the Carlson player. And a good save by Ziska, and might have been a little bit of extra there. Cardinals are clearing the Carlson player out from in front of the net.
Yeah, this team is, the players have pushed to that net. I mean, how many times have they taken the net off this game? I haven't seen where it's, the Big Rapids players, they're just a scrum there. They go to the net really hard.
probably a lot of hitting. Hopefully it's legal.
And they're going to take a penalty for slashing in that play. So we'll be 4-on-4 here for 39 seconds, and then the Cardinals will go on the power play.
Gotta love a little 4-on-4 hockey. Opens the ice up a little bit. Even at the high school level, opens that ice up a little bit. Get your speed players out there. Try to create some offense. You got Welch and Ortiz up front with Purdue and Dowell on D. 5-2 Carlson. And we will be 4-on-4 for 37 seconds. And then the Cardinals will go on a power play. Park goes out front. Ortiz tries to backhand that in just a little bit wide. Carlson picks it up. Tries to get it out, but does not. So Ortiz just inside his red line, dumps it back in. Instead of maybe going back to his D and controlling that a little bit. And Carlson tries to pass that behind the goal, and it goes off their net. And here we go. Purdue has control. We just got to go up the Welch maybe right there and keep possession. 4-on-4, 3-on-3. You want to keep possession of the puck. Now this is going to be their penalty is. Well, they're going to call that an icing. So they're going to say that the penalty was not over. I looked up the clock; it was over. So the referees might.
I think there was still time on the clock when it left his stick, but it ran off before it crossed the goal line.
Okay.
Yeah, so the referee just said to the other team's bench, that left his stick prior to the penalty ending.
So now power play for the Cardinals here. 8:38 left. We really need to control this face-off, set things up, get the pucks to the net, and see if we can get a rebound or set up something for a nice play. Face-off won by Welch. Really good, but Otsego was not in that position to get that. So Otsego wheeling back in his own zone. Oh, nice little move up to the center. You had Smith behind him. Just out of reach of Purdue. Now we're going to settle things down here. Otsego at the point. Nice stretch pass across. Settle down. Dowell. Nice play. Tried it again. They kind of pressured that. Otsego with it. He's going to probably get a shot. I think Otsego took just a little too time to shoot that, Joe. I think if he gets it and shoots it right away.
Yeah, I think him dusting that off before the shot got that shot checked. But
I mean, we've told these kids all the time, don't stick handle, right? Just get it on your forehand, you know, and shoot. Especially the higher level you get, they're gonna stick check that as soon as you get it on your stick. So get it on your forehand, take a shot. You've had traffic in front.
Yeah, that shooting lane disappears faster than you can think.
Face off. Yep. So we got the Quant, Miller, Strokridge, Ortiz, Lisinski unit out for the Cardinals. That was.
Yeah, the bench is upset. That's offside.
So now we go back to Ortiz. Ortiz going to go across to Miller. Miller had that lane down low again. That opposite lane has been open all game. So Cam still has it, and he did not see, but it goes in. A great shot. Joe, what was that deflected off of?
So that was deflected off a Cardinal skate. It was coming right in between the legs of, I'm not sure what right winger that was. It was the right winger. Where they're coming out of the circle there, not sure if it was Jake.
I thought it was Strokridge.
I think it was Jake, and I think he made the straddle look convincing enough that he got his foot in the right spot to redirect it. It was redirected off of his foot. I'm sure they want to say it was kicked in. But that's the debate, right? Was it intentionally directed with his foot, or did it just go off of his foot? He might have just done enough of a tap dance there for the referees to get him to believe that he didn't kick it.
But regardless, that's a huge goal for the Cardinals because you're only down 2 with 7.5 to go. And the next, that's one shot, and we are back within 1 goal, and then anything can happen. Carlson knifes it back into the zone. Reed Curtis behind his own net, rips it up to the short side here. Welch controls it. He's going to give it to, Brody's got to get his head up right there, or he's going to take and then they come right back. So a little bit of a turnover there inside of our blue line. That's always a tough place to turn the puck over. You don't want to turn that puck over right inside your own blue line. They knifed it back down in front of Cash. Nothing Cash can do on that. The guy just rips it top corner.
So on the Cardinals goal, they gave that to the point shot from Cam Miller. So they're saying, if it did go off anything in front, it was still awarded the goal to Cam Miller.
So now where do you go here? There you go, Brody. So maybe he's a little bit mad. He kind of could have accepted that pass in front of that blue line a little bit better. So he tried to get that no trip call on Otsego right there. He was looking for one. So Welch, nice back check, and Carlson creates a turnover right by Ziska. Purdue's got him pinned up against the net. Smith's gonna get control, maybe not. Ooh, a little bit of that's a good body play by each player. Control by the boards. They find the open guy right there. They really have a high guy here. They're not taking any more chances. Carlson plays a body up by on their net, creates a turnover, nice save by Ziska, and Smith gets it out to the far side. Carlson dumps it in right off the shoulder of Oshosky. That's going to feel good. He got hit in the ribs on Thursday night, and he is laboring a little bit coming to the bench. And Cam comes in and sweeps in behind the goal and picks up the puck, knifes it out of play. So, Joe, conditioning is going to be a big part of this year because with our short team, and then if you get a player out sick or out hurt, it's going to be a lot of hockey for these guys.
Yeah, I'd like to see them dig in here and find another goal in this last 6 minutes. They definitely have the ability to do that.
Clawed back within the 2, and then they give one up right after that. Just a little bit of a deflator or a heartbreaker, I'm sure what you want to say, but Carlson dumps it in. Miller's looking for a pass behind him. A really nice play, and K. Dowell goes back up to Miller. Gets the puck stripped from him by really good pressure from the Carlson player. Carlson does control the puck good. They move the puck well. And Strokridge is going to dump the puck in. It is not an icing. They say it was a little bit of touch. And a shot on net by the Cardinals. A really nice shot by Strokridge. Just evaded the stick of Lisinski for the rebound. Lisinski's going to get this puck behind the net. And there is going to be a puck off the moorings. Or the net off the moorings, I'm sorry.
So like like I said, they did.
Go.
Left.
I'd like to see that 4-on-4 a little bit earlier, Joe. I'd like to see us control that puck a little bit more. We kind of got it and just kind of dumped it back in the zone. That I've kind of just been thinking about that. If you control that puck a little bit more, maybe get an offensive try.
There could be a little more patience around the board sometimes.
Purdue comes back in the zone and turns around and fires that all the way down the ice for an icing call. You know, get a little bit different perspective when you're up here behind the bench, and you can kind of see. I know I kind of say those open lanes on those power plays, but it's a lot harder for those kids to see that lane on the power play itself. And it's easy for Joe and I to see that up here and they say, well, you know, make that play. But, you know, the more they do that, maybe they can see that in the future. So we got Repke back in our defensive zone for face-off. Carlson does win it. Right to Ray Myers. Ray Myers pushes up the ice to the Carlson player to go D to D, back to the defenseman. They're going to see the guy in the center was swinging right up. That's a lot of open ice for Carlson to make that pass. He just missed it. And Reed Curtis back in the zone. Turns around, fires it up the short or far wall there. Repke is going to play the body instead of the puck, and he is going to get a penalty. No, he did not. I did not see him have the puck. I saw him go for the body, and the puck was.
Roughing. I mean, I agree with your analogy, or what you're explaining is interference, and I would have seen that to be an interference more. But I guess they're just calling it roughing because he hit him without the puck. Same result.
Yep.
Different angle of view.
4:24 left in the third. 2-minute power play here for Carlson. And Otsego on the draw, wins it to the sideboards, and he's going to get his own face off and chip it out down the ice. Carlson goalie secures it behind the goal for his defender. Now he's got some speed up the ice. Oh, here we go. Brody can, if he gets a little bit of an edge here, he can get by this guy, but great play by 17 for Carlson. It's good. Two good skaters battling out right there. It was really nice. Now that was a hold. I think that, yes. I don't know why they did not blow the whistle. Are they calling it on?
They're calling interference
On
Cardinals.
how was that? Because Brody was the one who was tugged. Now we don't. This is a weird call right here.
High stick. I heard interference, but that might have been their bench yelling interference.
Okay.
Referee's calling a high stick.
The coach is playing his case right now. I mean, Brody pretty much got turned right around.
Seems like the more we're talking to them, the more they're picking at us.
Yep. So we all thought it was going to be a delayed penalty against Carlson, and that stretch pass connected without the whistle. 5-on-3. I'm assuming the Cardinals took a timeout. Unless Carlson wants to set up a play here on the 5-on-3. They're very good on their first 5-on-3. They move the puck well. Maybe that's why Coach Blashill takes a timeout to kind of defend that a little bit better this time.
Well, this will give us a little bit of a rest, adjust the mindset, bring their focus back in on the penalty kill here. But yeah, if we can't generate, it's difficult to generate anything with this kind of deficit. But if we can force a turnover, if we can put enough pressure on them, create a chance somewhere. Trying to shut down the conversation in the penalty box.
Yeah.
They're a little too close to the earshot of the referees, I think.
So after a period and about 13 minutes of no resurfacing, this is a little bit of advantage for the Cardinals on the penalty kill. It's going to be a little bit harder for the Carlson to move the puck on a 5-on-3. They move the puck well though, so they'll fight through it. A lot of snow on the ice. We don't have the big shovels in high school hockey to go out between commercial breaks and clear the ice a little bit. So. Face-off is going to be controlled by Carlson. It looks like on the far side, he goes to the slot there. Number 7 gets it. Nice block by a Cardinal. It looked like Welch, and then Lisinski's going to get this, turn, and shoot all the way down the ice. Good play by Lisinski. Welch is going to come off after that nice block shot. Gets a lot of congratulations from coaches and teammates, especially on a 5-on-3. Oh, Lisinski grabs it, just falls a little bit behind him, just misses a step. No goal right there, and Ziska comes back to the far side. Just couldn't get that leg over. So the initial puck went off the near post, comes all the way across the crease to the far post. Cash tries to stretch over, just couldn't get it before the Carlson buries it.
Yeah, I think like off the frame, rebound loose. Nothing Cash can really do after that rebound. Do they not have the goal up? Is it 7-3?
It is 7-3 now,
7-3,
yes.
3 minutes, 11 seconds left. 5-on-4.
Nice move there by Dowell up to the far side here, but no player was there. Carlson with a lot of speed behind their net. I think it's number 15. Yes, he's been flying all day. A nice little pass to get that guy off the bench. It seems to always be a weapon when someone coming off the bench gets that puck in the offensive zone. Shot by Carlson, and a nice save by Ziska. Carell's a rebound. No rebound, actually. And a very good save. Good game by Ziska today. He's faced a lot of shots, a lot of very good scoring chances. And penalties have been a problem for the Cardinals, and we've got to try to corral that. Lisinski will knife that down, backhanded all the way down the ice. Carlson goalie stops it for his defender, and looks like number 15. Nice move on the Cardinal player. Tries to move it up. It's a little set play. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Lisinski. It's a nice little play that Carlson does. A stretch pass to the blue line, and they catch the guy coming up with speed behind him. But Lisinski snuffed that out and put a nice hard hit right in front of their bench. Carlson controls it. They move it back to the near side. And looks like Dowell got interfered with a little bit. Oh, that is a horrible hit. Horrible hit on Lisinski. Did not even have control. To the head, that might be 5 minutes. I would assume they would talk about it. Little surprised they don't talk about that. That was a little bit high. So Jonathan's
Power play with a minute 49 left. Jonathan looks okay. But yeah, he had a good play going there.
Yes, he did. He probably would have had a breakaway. Jonathan's a tough kid. Bounces right back up. Gets his 2 cents in. Offensive zone faceoff. One back to Otsego. Osaski's going to go back to his short side there. Kind of maybe wait a little bit for Welch to get set up. This is Osaski's first year as a quarterback, so I think he's still learning a little bit. Just relax a little bit. Now Welch with a ton of speed up on the left side here. Nice drop back pass to Smith. Smith shoots instead of just kind of setting things up a little bit. Not going to score too often out there from a shot like that, unless you have traffic. Just kind of relax a little bit, settle things down.
Yeah, we have not many of the times that we put the puck on net if we had a good traffic nor a lot of pressure going there when we do it. That's probably one of the biggest differences I've seen in front of the nets between their goalie and our goalie. Just that traffic in front.
Face off one here by Welch again. Osaski, short side. They're trying to do the quick pass to the middle, and it did not work. Osowski going back to his defensive zone. Probably no time to set things up. Just get it and go here. He's coming up with the jersey flaring behind him with the wind. He's got some speed on the left-hand side. He's going to go short side, attempt that shot. Good save by the goalie, and it may be in. No. And he's getting a little bit of extra after the whistle again. So obviously the ref did not blow the whistle because he must have saw that loose, Joe. So they were letting that play.
Yeah, I give him credit for being there. They usually look for a quick whistle anytime there's traffic in front of the goalie like that.
He must have saw it loose down there, and then I'm not sure if it was.
It was Brody wrapping in on his first rebound, and then Wyatt, I think, was the second.
Okay,
one.
Wyatt was the one there. Okay. 59.8 seconds left in the third. Cardinals chasing 4. Face off by Osowski. Control. Now he's going to get a breakaway unless Osowski beat him. This is a nice play by Osowski to get back and create that angle just enough to make that player shoot from a bad angle. And he's getting a little bit of lip from the other player.
Go.
But he really shut him down on that. Osowski jawing with the other player in front of him right now for the draw, and they take the draw. Brody wins it, so he got a little bit of credit there. Ooh, boy, big hit by Carlson. Then Lisinski, just a reverse hit, just flattened the player, and then the nothing going on there. It was just, I think the ref is going to take someone, but it didn't look like. It looked like incidental contact, Joe, didn't it?
Well, that helmet came off because the kid doesn't have it buckled. There isn't anything there other than he got dumped over backwards.
Okay, the
ref
ref
was sending him off.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think just because the helmet.
I think he's going to the box. He's sending both of them, so it's coincidental.
So Osowski, and I'm assuming it was just a little bit of rough play there, but I don't. Maybe the refs just don't want things to get any more out of control and just send them off. Just a nice collision between the two. That's good hockey.
Still 5 on 4. Still 5 on 4. With the coincidentals, it's still going to stay 5 on 4.
We got face-off here for the Cardinals. It looked like Lisinski won it to Welch. Welch, nice little play there, opened up a lane, and over to Purdue. Purdue back to Welch, nice play. Welch has got a little bit of room. He's going to try that short side shot. Looked like he got slashed right at the end there. Couldn't get the shot off. So Repke coming back to his own zone. Loses the puck, 22 behind, and nice move and goal. Carlson opens up an 8-3 lead. There we go. So they're going to get an unsportsmanlike. Oh, he's going to get kicked out of the game for talking to the bench on his way through.
Let's talk a little bit. We can this up. A little bit of bad blood going on is all. Not a John.
Yep.
They did just lose a player from the. They did just use a player for unsportsmanlike contact.
So
5 on 3.
we got 5-4 advantage here. No, 5 on 3 advantage.
13 seconds left. Referees are losing control.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
So now the players are all sitting down. Yes.
Basically, what we got going on here is after their goal, one of the players from the visiting or the home team. What's her name again? I keep losing
Carlson.
Carlson. I don't talk enough today, I guess. So Carlson player came by the bench and he made some comments, not to the players but to our coaches. So our coaches were critical of the referees for not calling that penalty. They're trying to eject the coaches for talking to each other. So they're going to call this game. They're going to run the last 13 seconds off. And the rest of this will be administratively done on score sheets, I'm guessing. But that's the end of the game here. Cardinals will lose 8-3, final score. And we'll be on the bus. Thankfully, we're on the bus. Last year, remember that bus froze up. Safety system froze up. We couldn't. We had to load up all the equipment and bring the players home ourselves. So last season, all the players rode home with their families, and we loaded equipment in whatever vehicles and luggage. And but this season, bus stayed thawed out. We'll be able to get back on the bus and head home. So final here from the Otsego Sportplex. Again, 8-3. Cardinals lose.
Thanks for listening to the Owen Joe Show. It was kind of fun, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, maybe we'll light this back up if Jack can't make any other games.
Yeah, there might be a possibility we might be back on the air later this season.
I'm certain our performance doesn't displace Jack.
No, you're not going to replace Jack. He's going to be a seasoned pro, and but it was fun. It was kind of fun to have two former players, calling a Cardinal game, and have a lot of former players texting and messaging how fun it is to listen to it. So
we're kind of we got former players, former coaches, definitely parents. Yeah, we've had a lot of experience with this group of kids.
Yeah, so Joe and I have coached the majority of these guys for their entire lives, so we kind of know their play and know their. So it's really easy to call their game, Joe, because it's
really easy to call their game and real hard not to want to coach them some more.
That's why a couple times I'm almost screaming a little bit like a coach, and I'm like, I can't be doing that. Yeah. So.
Well, thanks for listening, folks. Try and bundle up, stay warm. Hopefully there's less snow in Big Rapids than there is up here. But we'll find out soon enough.
Tune in Tuesday, right, in the next Cardinal game, 7 p.m. at home against Midland Dow. If you can't make it to the game, obviously you can listen to Jack on the airwaves here. So thank you so much for listening.